It was just his opinion. I just can't decide my destiny based on that opinion.
So, what do you suggest to people? All those people who want to put in online content, maybe on Instagram or on YouTube. What should they do actually to attract more subscribers?
Once I start releasing my blogs, I was able to receive YouTube income, affiliate income, sell my courses, sell my digital products.
When you started doing your YouTube channel, so for 7 and 8 months, you were not attracting so many subscribers, and you said that your energy was not in alignment with your followers. So, what does that mean? How do I know that whether my energy is in alignment with my followers or not? Hello, and welcome everyone to another episode of our podcast. Thank you so much for all the love and appreciation you gave to our very first episode with Reiki Grandmaster Delna Rajesh. If you haven't seen it yet, do check it out on our channel after this episode. But today, we are diving into something that excites almost everyone: money and success. Yes, in this episode, we are going to ask some very hard and very practical questions about why so many people work tirelessly, give their best, yet still struggle to attract money, their dream job. What hidden beliefs are silently blocking us? And can a simple mind body tool really help us shift fast? To dig into this, we are bringing in someone who is on a mission to take EFT tapping into every Indian household. She is the founder of the Healing Hive, teaches EFT, Ho'oponopono, and the law of attraction. And by the way, grew her YouTube from 1,000 to 10,000 subscribers in just 1 month. What's the formula behind that? We are going to find out. So, without further delay, let's welcome Priya Sangwan to the podcast. Hi Priya, I'm so excited to have you here. Thank you so much for joining all of us.
Thank you so much, Rachna, for giving me this opportunity. And thank you so much for giving me the platform to spread this science of tapping to each and every household of India. Because I really feel like we can achieve so much more in terms of health, in terms of relationship, in terms of career or money or any other area of your life. If we just know how to release all the blocks that are holding us. So that is why I'm here to spread the science of tapping so that we can really live the life that we desire.
Thank you so much, Priya, for sharing, all the valuable things that you have, that valuable knowledge with all of us today. So let's start today's podcast. First of all, can you share your journey with all of us? So how did you start, and what was that turning point that brought you into this healing journey of EFT, Ho'oponopono?
Okay. I basically, if I share my journey, then I joined PhD, and at the time of joining PhD, I was very underconfident because if you see that mark on my face, so it is from my birth. So earlier, I used to be very underconfident that I shouldn't come in front of so many people. I should keep myself hidden. So there was a constant like self sabotage or like low self esteem I used to have. And there was a time I felt so much of rejection in my life. I was like, no, I can't handle this rejection. So I was looking for something that can help me feel better because I was able to learn about the science of mind by learning from the self-help book that ultimately our thoughts are creating our reality. So I was aware, okay, I need to have much more positive talk. But apart from doing the positive talk, there was a thing that there are some past events, traumas that we need to release. So that release was not happening. And when we are not able to release the past memories, traumas, emotions, if we try to imbibe anything new, it won't get there because there is so much of negative already there. If you try to put in positive, it will have a very less effect. So that time I felt like I really need something. And then one of I joined Indu and Mitesh Khatri's community Platinum, and there I learned about tapping. So get aware about, okay, this is some tapping that helps us to release stress. But
Okay.
in that community there was one member, his name is Mayur. So he introduced me to the deeper science of tapping. Like in tapping as well, there are different techniques like movie technique, tell the story, trauma technique that help us to release at a deeper level. So with him, he suggested me that if you're feeling fear of rejection, then just tap, and whatever comes in your mind, just keep saying that. And
Oh.
at that first round, I felt like I just go back to my first class memory. Like I was able to see that there was a teacher who asked me, okay, what do you want to do in your career and what you do want to do financially. And at that
Mhm.
time, I didn't have any answer. So she said that I'm not going to make any money in my life. I'm just going to work in the household. So that was the kind of memory I was able to recall. So that time I realized, okay, just by tapping, I was able to go to the first class of my life. So if I, in that fear of rejection, I can hold so many memories. So there are so many areas of our life where I may be holding so much. So there I realized the importance of deeper level of tapping. And then I joined, there is a one EFT coach, Akash Goyal sir. So I joined his community and there I really learned tapping at a deeper level. And I felt like the more I release my past, the more energy I have for my present and to create my future. So that I was able to realize, okay, that is why it is so important to let go of the past. And it is not just emotionally, it is from body level. Because whatever happens in our life, our body keeps track of each and everything. We may
Right.
feel like, okay, time has passed, I don't remember anything, or I'm not bothered by it. But unconsciously, subconsciously, at a body level, you are holding each and every emotions of those situations. So
Right.
there tapping really comes handy and able to release and free your body from those events. And
Hmm.
when you release your body from those events, you have such much more energy. Now I feel like I'm able to do so much of work because I have really released those memories. And even now there are some blocks that I'm releasing, but I feel like the more we release, the more energy we have to achieve our goals, whether it is in the area
Hmm.
of health, relationship, career, money. Like we have so much more energy, but now it is being displaced to the negative memories of the past. But if we
Right.
let go of those energies, then we have much more energy to work on our goals.
Right.
So that is why I felt like ki, okay, if it can create so much difference in my life that I am now a person, I don't feel uncomfortable in talking to someone, or I can just reach out to people, I feel comfortable more in my skin. So that has happened because of this tapping only. Otherwise, I was like, okay, just trying to keep myself hidden, I shouldn't talk to people. But now
Hmm.
it's like, no, I can open up and I can achieve anything in my life. I just need to believe in myself. So that change that tapping has bring in my life, I just want to spread this change to people's life so that they can also create a like wonderful life for them, because EFT really has the potential. And I feel like it is just 1 year that I'm doing tapping and I can see so much difference in my life. If I
Hmm.
just do it for 4 5 years, I just can't believe what kind of life I or anyone else can create if they just
Right.
follow this ritual of tapping.
Right. So tell me, Priya, you spoke about that you have to release all your negative past traumas and your wounds, whatever you have accumulated over your since your childhood. So many a times I have come across so many people that they don't remember their childhood. When I tell them to go into
Mhm.
their past, they say that they don't remember anything. So in that case, how does EFT help in releasing all those, as you said, that body always accumulates whatever experiences are there. So it is there inside somewhere, but at the conscious level, we don't remember it. So how does EFT help us to bring it to that surface level and then get rid of it?
Okay. So in that, what we need to do, whatever you are feeling, just tap. And when you will tap, automatically your subconscious will start talking. It is not that consciously you have to remember. When you
Okay.
will tap, you will realize so many of subconscious memories are automatically coming at the surface, because
Hmm.
that is why that tapping helps. Like when you tap, you just activate those meridian points, and when you activate those meridian points, you really start talking about what you are holding. And when you just tap and say whatever you feel like, you will see, okay, how much I have hold it for so many years. Because earlier I didn't give myself the space to talk, so that is why I just suppressed that. But when you tap, it will automatically bring like subconscious memories to your consciousness. You don't have to really remember each and everything. Whatever comes in your mind is the thing that you are holding.
Okay.
So that is how we bring subconscious to the conscious by tapping.
Okay. So can you share some, very good results out of EFT in your own life?
Okay, so for me, I think first one is, as you said, like I was doing YouTube from the last 7 or 8 months, I remember, and
Mm-hmm.
then I just see one of a video of a EFT coach. Her name is Malaina Moore. So I did tapping of her uh, on increasing the subscribers, increasing the followers, and I remember I did for 21 to 30 days, and earlier my channel number was 300 subscribers, and once I start doing that tapping, I was able to see, okay, 500 crores, 600 crore, 600 crores is, then 700, then 1000, and that momentum that my channel got after that tapping, I can feel, okay, it was my energy earlier was not receptive to receiving those subscribers, that is why that number was stick to that. But now I did tapping, and now there is almost 10,000 subscribers on my channel. So I was more open in my energy to receive those subscribers. So that is why tapping helps to release blogs in different areas of my life or anyone's life. It is not in the case only YouTube. In case
Right.
of income, we are holding so many of the negative beliefs around money, because of which we are not able to attract. There is no such thing that there is a limited number of income in the world, or a limited number of opportunities, but because we are blocked, we are not able to see those opportunities. So this is where tapping really helps. So tapping helped me to achieve that in I would say monetization of my YouTube channel and getting those subscribers. Apart from that, I feel like the amount of things that I'm handling right now, like doing my YouTube along with coaching, plus I'm a full-time assistant professor. So all those things I'm able to manage, because on day-to-day basis I'm releasing all my resistance, like fear of failure, fear of rejection, fear of criticism, or any things, because ultimately these are the things block us. Nobody is physically coming to stop us from achieving our goals. These
Right.
subconscious fears, okay, but if I say this, people will criticize me, but if I fail, so these kind of fears hold us back from taking actions. So when I tap and release those resistance, my action taking ability has increased a lot. And apart from that, I would say, like in terms of money as well, like earlier we all used to have this thought process that only focus on one source of income, do job and become millionaire by doing job. But now I'm able to see there are so many opportunities of making income, whether it is YouTube, whether it is digital products, whether it is your courses. There are so many opportunities even in terms of affiliate income. Once I start releasing my blogs, I was able to receive YouTube income, affiliate income, sell my courses, sell my digital products. So I was able to see, okay, the more I release from my like subconscious, from my energy field, everything is there. So
Right.
what first we need to do is release our blogs. So
Right.
there tapping really helps.
Okay. So, Priya, when you say that when you started doing your YouTube channel, so for 7 and 8 months, you were not attracting so many subscribers, and you said that your energy was not in alignment with your followers. So, what does that mean? How do I know that whether my energy is in alignment with my followers or not? How do I bring that alignment? First of all, the recognition, and then bringing the alignment.
Okay. First of all, is like, do you feel okay? Is it possible for me? Because earlier, whenever we start anything, we have so many of subconscious limiting beliefs. Like maybe you have heard in your like people around that this person started YouTube channel and it got failed, or maybe this person is trying for so many times it is not going to happen. So these
Right.
kind of beliefs are being transferred to us, that
Right.
it is just a wastage of time, or nobody is going to watch you, or maybe who will watch you. So these kind of unconsciously we get these messages from people around us. But
Right.
once we identify, okay, maybe subconsciously I'm not even feeling that I'm worthy of receiving those numbers of subscribers or that amount of money, that is why we keep resisting it. So in tapping, first what we do is we do the negative round. Negative round is basically acknowledging, okay, these are the thoughts that are stopping me from achieving those subscribers. And when I
Okay.
tap and release, then I'm able to see, no, there are people out there, there is money out there, I just need to be open and receptive. And once you start the possibility mindset, you automatically attract those kind of things. So that is
Okay.
why tapping helps us to release, okay, what I'm holding in myself, which feels that it is not possible for me.
So, what do you suggest to people? All those people who want to put in online content, maybe on Instagram or on YouTube. What should they do actually to attract more subscribers?
First, I would really suggest is like whenever we start putting videos, and we are not like usually come from the background, like where we are comfortable in coming on camera and sharing whatever message we want to share with public. We have our own inhibitions.
Right.
So first we can do is like tap and release your resistance. Like for example, I'm talking on a particular topic, and I this fear that people are going to judge me, criticize me, or they are going to just say negative things about me. So
Right.
first I would tap and release the fear of camera. Let I'm not comfortable in coming on camera. So first thing that they can do. Then second is fear of criticism. Because if you are
Right.
available on YouTube or any other social media platforms, and it is not only social media platform, in life as well, there are
Right.
always going to be people who no matter what you do will criticize you, and no
Absolutely.
matter what you do they will appreciate you. So
Absolutely.
but because of this fear we are not able to come on the social media, so that we can release by tapping that fear of criticism. Then fear of judgment, because everybody have their own opinion. So when you come on social media, there are more people to judge you as compared
Right.
to in personal life. So you
Yes.
can release that fear of judgment, and then just share your message. The more you release your fear of judgment, fear of criticism, fear of being laughed at, because it doesn't happen that first day you start your like social media videos and you're going to be the best. You're going to make mistakes, you are going to fumble, and maybe some
Right.
people are going to make you okay trying to become a social media star. So these kind
Right.
of things you will face. But when you tap and you will release those blocks, okay, no matter, but reject. Like the most what they can do is criticize, it's okay. The most what they can do is like judge, it is okay. Now, like when you tap, you are able to see it is not such a big thing which we create in our mind.
Right.
Otherwise, if we are not able to release, we feel like criticism is the biggest thing and I can't overcome that. But once
Right.
you tap, you are able to see criticism is not a big thing, failure is
Right.
not a big thing, or judgment is not a big thing. I can let that go and still take the action. So that is
Right.
where tapping really helps me, like release all these fears so that I can come and share my message, and it is okay for people to like, it is okay for people to dislike. So first we need to release all this fear around social media. Once we release all these fears, then, and the second thing is really consistency, because if you
Right.
are not consistent, you can't achieve goals. It is not like you just release your blogs and you don't do the work and you will get the no.
Hmm.
Everybody who has achieved certain level of success over YouTube or any other social media platforms, they have been in that field for 4 or 5 years. That is why they are enjoying those benefits. See the amount of work they have put in that area. So consistency is the second thing that you really need to have. The
Right.
more consistent you are, that progress will happen with time. It doesn't happen
Right.
in the first day. So that is a consistency, and don't give up. Third thing was
Right.
like that keep doing it. And the most important thing that I have learned, if you really want to, like I'm from the coaching field, so I feel like my intention is to help people. So if I'm really coming from that space of helping, people are the people who need help will find you. I don't know
Right.
how, you will find. So if you are focusing on your audience, if you are being consistent and you are comfortable being like judged, criticized, and tap and release those fears, then you can achieve success over any area of your life, not just social media.
Right. So, sometimes it happens that we put on videos. So, anyways, our parents or our society members, everybody keeps on saying that you won't be able to do it. How would anyone watch you, right? So they say
Yeah.
you those things, and when you don't get those views, no, you get that validation. Okay, my parents also said that nobody is going to watch me, and people are actually not liking my content. So somewhere, no, that self doubt keep on building up again and again because of that validation of our parents or the relatives' points. And I think there that EFT tapping really is going to help. I'm sure.
Yeah, really. First, we really need to release what is holding us back, because once we release it, we are able to see, okay, there is so much possibilities out there. Because
Right.
again, as we say in the like manifestation, whatever you want to achieve in your life, first we need to create in our mind.
Mm.
And we are not able to create in our mind because we have so many judgments, so many of things from the past. Okay, how can you do
Right.
this? You have faced failure so many times, you have been rejected so many times. How can you achieve that? But once we tap and release, we are able to see nothing is impossible. What is the thing is focus on what actions I can take, and the more
Mm.
actions you take, and in any area of life, we need to have certain level of patience. Like the way there's an example that once we like grow a tree, first we need to put it in the we will need to put the seed, but we don't check every day, has it
Right.
been grown, has it been grown. But
Right.
sometimes when we try to achieve our goals, we just see, okay, result आया क्या, result आया क्या, result आया क्या. So we
Absolutely
need to
true.
have that patience. Yeah, we need to have that patience as well, that keep doing work, be honest to your work, and just do your best. And you don't know when things will change, and everybody will see, okay, one day you are successful, but like behind the scene, for how many days you were working, they were not able to see because they were not there then. So
Right.
just
Right.
keep doing your work and you will see the result, because I really feel if you do work in whatever area you want to work and give your 100% and keep doing it consistently, nobody can stop you from achieving your goals. Nobody.
All right. Such a nice
Yeah.
message. Okay.
Yeah.
So the next question is that can you tell us some success stories of your own students, जहाँ पे you felt like wow, this is something even you did not imagine that this could happen with EFT.
Okay. The one thing is, like, I was handling with one of the client, and she was holding so much of anger towards her father, her mother, her brother. So when I tap and release with her, like she was holding so much of anger towards her father, mother, and brother. And I think after 2 sessions, she was saying, "Okay, I'm feeling much more peaceful around my parents." The
Okay.
amount of like she was having a that difficult relationship for the 20-30 years, but after 2 rounds of tapping she was very calm about them. So the kind of impact that had, that I was surprised. Okay, so 10 to 20 years of anger can be released just by 2 sessions if we
Wow.
give that person the space. So that
Right.
I really felt like. And definitely, once we release, we have so much energy to create. Now, I
Right.
really feel like now our energy is getting used in some ways that are not helping us.
Right.
So that is the thing. So, and plus, I think one of the member I tap with, and now he's really doing great over social media and taking those efforts, because somebody someday made a comment that his voice is not good enough to be to become as a coach, but he tapped and now working on social media. So these are the things that sometimes one person says something out of maybe whatever he or she has in their mind, but we take it so deeply and we are not able to move forward from that. But
Right.
once we release, then we see, okay, it was just his opinion. I just can't decide my destiny based on that opinion. So these kind of things, once we release, we are able to see that potential.
Mm. Okay.
Yeah.
So now let's talk about money. Money, the
Yeah,
favorite
sure.
topic of everyone, right?
Everybody.
So,
Yeah.
yeah. So, Priya, tell me one thing, that why does it happen that we are all working tirelessly? We are, giving all our blood
Mhm.
and sweat to everything, but
Mhm.
still we are not able to achieve that success or that kind of wealth that we want to. That wealth is only in 1% of, population of this world. Rest of us are just struggling. Why is that?
Mhm. First of all, I would really say the kind of movies we have seen in our childhood. The kind of person who used to be a villain was a rich person,
Right,
and the hero would be a poor person. So
right,
that conditioning has been there from the movies since childhood. That whenever we think about making money, we feels like, okay, if you have to be rich, you need to be greedy, you need to exploit people, you need to be very cruel person. Only then you
right.
can make money. So
Yeah,
the movies have really conditioned us to think that being rich is bad and being poor is a good thing. I'm being kind person if I'm being poor. At least I'm
right.
not greedy like rich people. So that kind of conditioning. Plus, along with that, the conditioning that our parents have, like the kind of statements we hear that money doesn't grow on tree. You know how much hard I need to work to make money. How can you waste money like this? So these kind of subconscious beliefs that are being stored from childhood till now are stopping us from making money in our life. And even if like we think about making money, so many subtle beliefs are stopping us from achieving our desired money goals. So
Right.
that is why it is very important. But how you think about money is really going to decide how much money you're going to make in your life. If you
Hmm.
think money is something bad, you will try to find ways to get rid of it. But if you
Hmm.
feel, okay, no, money is the most important thing in life and it is giving me joy, it is giving me happiness, it brings happiness in my life and people around me, the more your relationship with money changes, the more you will see in your reality. So most
Right.
of the people, what I have realized from my workshop, they are holding anger, sadness, frustration, irritation, doubt, plus the beliefs that I'm not good enough, I'm not good with selling, people will judge me, people will criticize me, or being rich is greedy, or I don't come from a good financial background, it is for only lucky people. So these kind of feelings and beliefs stop people from achieving their money goals. Plus, what I have realized in one of the most common block is people have resistance in selling. That
Right.
ultimately, in any profession, you get money by selling. But
Right.
we are
Absolutely.
so afraid of selling our services. We are so afraid of asking money that we just avoid that activity. And if we
Right.
just avoid selling, we avoid receiving money. So that is
Right.
why we need to release all this resistance. Because
Hmm.
sometimes, we have this conditioning. Okay, don't be a salesy. Okay, he's trying to just sales me. Do sales. So if we keep hating sales at such level, we won't be able to sell. And I have
Right.
really felt like we all need selling and we all are doing selling. Even if I'm just going to a class, students are trying to sell me that I deserve good marks. If I'm going for an interview, I'm selling myself that I deserve a particular amount of salary. And if I'm
Right.
doing business, I'm just selling myself to the customers that my product is the best one. So we
Right.
all are selling in all areas of life, but still we are so uncomfortable around selling that is really stopping us from making lots of money.
Sometimes what happens is we are not able to introspect. We keep on thinking that
Mhm.
money is not flowing into my life. I don't know why. Sometimes it
Mhm.
comes to my
Mhm.
life, but it just goes away because of some emergency happens or
Mhm.
something else
Mhm.
happens.
Mhm.
But in spite of that, we are not really able to analyze what's going on. So
Mhm.
how can people analyze that? What is the hidden belief behind that block in their life?
First thing is which I have realized, our subconscious tries to keep us in the familiar zone. So
Hmm.
that is why if you see that when people join for a program, they won't like doing those practices consistently because it is unfamiliar to them. Even though like maybe tapping or doing Ho'oponopono will going to help them, but still they will try to find the ways to escape it because their subconscious mind wants to keep them in their current familiar zone, even though it is uncomfortable, but it is still familiar.
Right.
So that is a like whenever you try to change your money beliefs or maybe change in any area of your life, because you are holding those patterns for so many years, you feel like your subconscious doesn't want to change.
But
So
sometimes,
first you need,
people don't even know what their beliefs are. But how
okay,
to
if
recognize
it,
that
they,
only at first
yeah.
place?
So first to identify what is their belief are is just say this: I'm not able to make money because.
Mm-hmm.
See
Okay.
what reasons come to their mind. Like, I'm not able to make money because maybe again the job opportunities are not there in the market, or maybe why will people pay me, or maybe
Mm.
making money is difficult, or maybe
Right.
managing money is difficult, or maybe that I'm not able to make money because I don't know how to manage it, or
Hmm.
if I receive money, I will spend it all. So
Right.
just identify your because that you want to make money, but why you are not able to make money.
Okay.
And all those your because are your excuses that are stopping you from making that money. So if you
Ah.
identify your because and just tap and release them, you will see. And I have personally in my life seen that once I tap and release those beliefs, I was able to see opportunities where I was not able to see opportunities before.
Right.
whether it is in terms of affiliate income, whether it is in terms of digital products, whether it is in terms of courses.
Okay, Priya, we have spoken so much about tapping EFT, tapping EFT. So I am sure that our
Yeah.
audience are very curious what EFT actually is. So can you please throw some light over that? So what exactly EFT is?
So EFT is basically a healing modality in which we tap on certain meridian points of our body. So there are
Okay.
9 meridian points. First is karate chop.
Okay.
Like you can tap on either of the hand,
Okay.
left or right, whatever feels comfortable to you.
All right.
Then second point is eyebrow point, just where our eyebrow begins.
Okay.
And you can again tap on both of the side, left side, right side, whatever feels comfortable to you.
Okay.
Then side of the eye, there is a bone. We need to tap on that.
Okay.
And under the eye, under the nose,
Mm-hmm.
chin point.
Okay.
Then 1 inch below the collarbone, 4 inch below the armpit,
All right.
and last point is top of the head. So
Okay.
these
Okay.
there are certain meridian points, and when we tap on these meridian points and say certain things, for example, say like, I am afraid of failure, I am afraid of failure. And when we say these statements and tap, then the stuck emotions, for example, the fear is being stuck in your body, and because of which you are not able to take actions. But once
Right.
you acknowledge this emotion and tap, that emotion will get released from your body. And once that emotion get released, you will be able to take action faster. Because
Okay.
ultimately, all these emotions keep stuck in our body, and because of which we want to take action, but we are not able to take action because our body is not supporting us. So
Right.
first we need to release that, and once we release that, we are able to take action faster. So this is how tapping
Okay.
helps. And
Okay.
scientifically, if I talk about, then it really helps in reducing the cortisol level, basically the stress hormone.
Right.
So that is the one thing. And the second
Okay.
is it to calm down the amygdala. Amygdala is basically the part of brain which is responsible for us going into the fight and flight response.
Okay.
So whenever we face our daily life, usually in the small incident, like fear of criticism is not a big thing.
Right.
Nobody is going to kill us. But
Right.
because of this fear of criticism, our amygdala get activated, and we are not able to think clearly in that situation. So when
Right.
we tap, it just calm down the amygdala, so we are able to think, okay, criticism, not a big deal, I can handle it. So this is how tapping helps.
Okay. So Priya, can our audience do a little, they can get a little glimpse of this practice,
Sure,
how it can be done.
sure.
Maybe we can take self-doubt or some of the, belief that can be released.
Sure,
And
definitely. Just let me know if you want to work on any particular belief or emotion, or I just
maybe
do on.
maybe we can work on self-doubt.
Sure. And for tapping, I really encourage each and every person. You will understand tapping only when you do it.
Right.
Theoretically, I may tell you 100 or 1,000 facts about tapping. You won't realize the effect it creates in your life. So
Right.
do tap, and then you will see, okay, whether I'm feeling the difference or not.
Right.
So uh, just like I'm going to do with you, just close your eyes
Okay.
and
And
just
all
think.
of you audience who are watching, please you also try this practice because this is going to be really life-changing.
Sure.
Yeah.
And
Okay.
is it this self doubt in the area of money or in any other area of life?
Uh, in money, yeah, and in taking action, you can say.
Sure. So just close your eyes
Okay.
and think about this self doubt and see where in your body you are holding that self doubt.
I think in chest.
In chest. Okay. And any thought that you are holding in your chest, that when you try to make money, what kind of self doubt comes in your mind or body?
From where is it gonna come?
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay. And what is the intensity now from 1 to 10? 10 means you are extremely self-doubt about where you are going to receive money, and one means you are comfortable and confident that you will receive money.
5 or 6?
5 or 6. Okay, let's do the tapping. Open your eyes and on the karate chop and just repeat with me. So the audience that are watching us, just repeat and tap along with us. Even though
Even though
I'm holding all this self-doubt
I'm holding all this self-doubt
in the area of money,
in the area of money,
I still choose to
I still choose to
love and accept myself.
love and accept myself,
Even though
even though
this self-doubt
this self-doubt
is stopping me
is stopping me
from making more money
from making more money
in my life,
in my life.
I still choose to
I still choose to
love, honor,
love, honor,
and respect myself.
and accept myself,
Even though
even though
I'm holding this self-doubt
I'm holding this self-doubt
that how I'm going to make money,
how I'm going to make money.
I'm open to release this self-doubt
I'm open to release this self-doubt
from my chest.
from my chest.
I profound all this self-doubt,
All this self-doubt,
all this self-doubt.
all this self-doubt,
It is really stopping me
it is really stopping me
from making more money.
from making more money.
All this self-doubt
All this self-doubt
in my chest,
in my chest,
all the thoughts
all the thoughts
which are creating this self-doubt,
which are creating this self-doubt,
all this self-doubt,
all this self-doubt,
where I'm going to get the money,
where I'm going to get the money,
from where I'm going to get the money.
from where I'm going to get the money.
I really don't know
I really don't know
from where I'm going to receive money,
from where I'm going to receive money,
from where I'm going to receive money.
from where I'm going to receive money.
All this self-doubt
All this self-doubt
about receiving money,
about receiving money,
all this self-doubt
all this self-doubt
about
about
where I'm going to receive money.
from where am I going to receive this money.
I'm open to release this self-doubt.
I'm open to receive this self-doubt.
I'm open to release this self-doubt.
I'm open to receive this self-doubt.
I'm open to release this self-doubt
I'm open to receive release this
Release.
self-doubt
from my chest.
from my chest.
I can let go
I can let go
of this self-doubt
of this self-doubt
from my chest.
from my chest.
And I don't need to know
And I don't need to know
from where money will come.
from where money will come.
I just need to be open.
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 I'm open
I'm open
to all the ways
to all the ways
that money can come to me.
that money can come to me.
I just need to be open
I just need to be open
to receive money.
to receive money.
I'm open to all the ways
I'm open to all the ways
that I can make money
that I can make money
and receive money.
and receive money.
I'm ready to receive now.
I'm ready to receive now.
And I'm confident
And I'm confident
that I can make money easily.
that I can make money easily.
I have made it so many times.
I have made it so many times.
I can make it easily.
I can make it easily.
I have the skills
I have the skills
and knowledge
and knowledge
to make money.
to make money.
I'm open to make money now.
I'm open to make money now.
I'm open
I am open
and confident.
and confident.
I'm very much confident
I'm very much confident
about myself
about myself
and about receiving money.
and about receiving money.
Now just take a deep breath. Hold and slowly exhale through your mouth.
Yes, it was good.
Now see. Okay. And just feel your chest, like where you were holding that self-doubt. Do you feel lighter?
I think it has shifted down now.
Okay, it
Yeah.
happens when we tap. I was in the morning doing tapping with one,
Okay.
and it was like initially it was on the navel, then it went to the uterus, and then it released. So it happens
Okay.
like when we try to release these emotions, they first shift from one place to another, then they finally release. But can you
Mm.
see that that self doubt you were really holding in your body? It was not just like a thought in mind. It was being
Right.
stuck in your body.
Right.
And
Absolutely.
now, if you think about, there must be some areas of your life there you can make money, but earlier you may be hesitant in taking all those actions. Feel
Mm.
about taking all those actions. Do you see? Okay, I can handle that. I can take that opportunity.
Right. Yeah, I can
Yeah.
see that shift.
Mm.
Yes.
Yeah.
Thank you so much,
So
Priya.
that
Thank you
is
for this practice.
Thank you so much. And that is why I really feel like earlier, maybe I used to take time to take an action for like maybe 1 week, 1 month, just keep on thinking. But
Mm.
because of tapping, I'm able to release all these uncomfortable emotions. Then our action taking ability increase. And the more we take action, the more we are able to grow. So that is
Okay.
where tapping really helps.
Okay, so it is actually
Yeah.
amazing. With just one simple technique, we can get rid of our past traumas, past wounds, hurts, and we can release all our negative emotional patterns. We can release whatever doubts we have in our mind. We can, release all the beliefs, negative beliefs which we are
Yeah.
holding on to. And this is so amazing. I mean, just one
Yeah.
technique and everything is sorted. And how
And
much
plus,
time does
not
it
the
take
technique.
actually?
Usually, if you just tap for 10 minutes a day, you
Okay.
are going to be altogether in 1 month, you are altogether going to be a different person.
Wow.
For like, I tap for maybe 2 to 3 times a day because maybe
Okay.
in the morning I was stressed about something else. In the evening, maybe there was something else that I'm stressed about. Maybe
Right.
before sleeping, I have some other stress. So I tap like 3 to 4 times a day. But if you are starting, you just tap for 10 minutes a day and you will see your action frequency, your receiving frequency all will improve if you just do tap. And in like tapping, we say like the way we clean our house, clean our wardrobe, or different things. It is
Right.
kind of a mental or emotional cleaning because ultimately this body needs to be keep clean physically as well as emotionally. So it is a tool for emotional cleansing.
Right. So, what do you want to tell to those people who are, asking right now that for how many days do I need to do it? Is 21 days is enough? Is 30 days is enough? So, what do you want to tell them?
Okay, then I will like to ask them like, do you bath? How much? How many days you need to bath?
Every day.
Can you see?
Till
Like,
the time you die, you need to
yeah,
bath.
yeah. Because physically, if you want to keep yourself clean, then you need to bath every day. In the
Right.
same way, emotions are not such thing that once I release, I'm not going to have a stress again, fear again. Maybe the reason for the stress or maybe reason for the anger may change, but it is going to be there. It is going to be the part of life. But once you do that emotional cleansing, you are able to recover fast, and then you will see your life will change. So it is just like a kind of emotional care or self care that you need to practice every day. It's not
Right.
like it is like you need to do it every day, but if you do it every day, you are going to see the benefits. And if you
Right.
don't do it every day, then you have to face the negative consequences of the same as well. So
Right.
ideally, it is the more you do, the better it is every day.
So it's you should make it a lifestyle. Like
Yeah,
exercise
lifestyle.
is a
Yeah,
lifestyle, eating healthy food is a lifestyle, taking bath every day is a lifestyle. So the same way EFT is also a
yeah,
lifestyle, so that our emotional state remains intact.
yeah. It's just
Okay.
like the way we take care of our physical body. If we want to take care of our emotional self, then we need to do it every day so that more
Right.
emotionally we are stable every day.
Right. And especially in our Indian culture, we never take care of our emotions. We are just always after our body. That's it. You know,
Yeah.
we clean our body so much, and we dress up so well. We spend so much of money over our body, but when we talk about emotional body, we never really give a thought about it. We don't even know what kind of emotions are coming into
Yeah.
my body. So
Yeah.
that's a great insight. Thank you so much.
Yeah, and really, if you just keep taking care of your emotional and physical body, you can take care of anything in your life. Like whether it is
Absolutely.
money, whether you want to have any job, whether you want to have a relationship. If you first take care of your emotional and physical well-being, then nothing is impossible for you.
So if somebody is going for a job interview, can he do this practice?
Mhm. Yes, even before like my interview, I did tapping because we all have this fear. Okay, what if they reject? But
Hmm.
like if I would be in that situation, I will say, even though I have this fear, like I'm just doing, even though I'm scared of this job interview, in spite of that, I love and accept myself completely and deeply. Even though I'm really scared whether I will get selected or not, I still choose to love and accept myself completely and deeply. Even though I really doubt whether I will be selected or not, I still love and accept myself completely and deeply. And then we tap on whatever emotions you are feeling. Usually, there is a fear of being rejected, maybe doubt whether I will get selected or not. Just say that emotion and keep tapping, and you will see you will answer much more confidently. And even if you are not getting selected, you